Want to know what this is? And what this is called in Dutch? And why the Dutch wave to their ears when they eat? Stay tuned, you will find out in a few minutes. I am Bart de Pau, and this is 1000 Most Common Words in Dutch, the course to learn basic Dutch vocabulary with exercises on learndutch.org. 40 lessons. In each lesson you learn 25 of the most frequently used Dutch words. Lesson 4 is about food, and the food that Dutch people eat the most. Eten en drinken. Eten en drinken. Now, this is what you usually get when visiting the Dutch at home. If they invite you and they did not mention that you will have dinner, then likely this is the most you will get. In some cultures, it is polite to first refuse when they offer you something. But I wouldn't do that with the Dutch, because it's not likely that you will get a second chance. Now, if they invite you for a typical Dutch dinner, then you're lucky and you may get this. More about that later. De groente. De groente. Het fruit. Het fruit. The words fruit and groente are singular, so unlike English, they have no plural. Het brood. Het brood. De boterham. De boterham. And that's what we eat for breakfast and lunch. But we don't eat it dry, we put something on it. De kaas. De kaas. Of course, we're Dutch in the first place. De hagelslag. De hagelslag. And this is typical Dutch as well. And also is de pindakaas. De pindakaas. Attention, our peanut butter is rather salty and not sweet. I think it can be compared to what is called natural peanut butter in America. And what do we drink? De melk. De melk. De koffie. De koffie. De thee. De thee. And if you would ask, what do the Dutch drink more, coffee of thee? Then for sure it's coffee. Het bier. Het bier. The most famous Dutch brands are Heineken, Grolsch, Amstel and Bavaria. Bavaria? Yep. We do have some dispute with the Germans about using the name of their region in our beer brand. De wijn. De wijn. Het water. Het water. In the Netherlands, you can usually drink from the tap. Hey, did you already subscribe to my YouTube channel? Don't forget to do that if you want to get weekly new videos to learn Dutch. Let's continue with our dinner. De aardappel. De aardappel. Het vlees. Het vlees. De kip. De kip. And this is what we eat when we have a party. De friet. De friet. Frietje met. Frietje met. To translate it literally, it is just French fries with. without indicating with what. It means with mayonnaise. De frikandel. De frikandel. It's actually more tasty than it looks like. And than you would expect when you know it's made of waste of the meat industry. Frikandel speciaal. Frikandel speciaal. Speciaal means special. But with a frikandel or with French fries, it means with mayonnaise, ketchup and onions. De croquette. De croquette. And this one has waste meat inside as well. Oh, and why the Dutch flag? Hey, we've never been on the moon. We want to put our flag somewhere. Most people eat een croquette on a sandwich with a bit of mustard. And I think that is lekker. Lekker. Now, when we Dutch think something is tasty, we wave to our ears, as I demonstrate here. De pannenkoek. De pannenkoek. De stroopwafel. De stroopwafel. One of the most popular Dutch souvenirs, and foreigners usually consider it much more tasty than this. Drop. Drop. Probably number 1 on the foreigners' top 10 of most disgusting Dutch foods, especially the ones with the salty taste. But we like it. Snoep. Snoep. And you can use both articles here. Well, back to where we started. This is boerenkool. Boerenkool. We eat kale with a sausage. Boerenkool met worst. It is a typical Dutch winter dish. So, if you are invited for dinner in wintertime, it's likely you get to know the absolute best of our rich food traditions. What do you think of Dutch food? Write it in the comments if you're watching on YouTube, and no censorship, you can tell me honestly your opinion. Time for the homework. Study the words and do the exercises on learndutch.org. That's it for today. If you liked the lesson, give a thumbs up and share the video. Tot ziens, tot les 5.